Hi first graders, my video, I realized I wasn't sure if I was teaching something correctly, so we're going to do this one more time. So, if I have a word, this is the word cabin. Let's clap it into syllables. Cabin. What you'll notice is if I have a consonant before a vowel, it's a closed syllable. And a closed syllable generally says the short sound. Cabin. That's the short sound. Okay, let's look at a few more of these. Okay, let's clap napkin. Napkin. I break it right there. Do you see my consonant and vowel? Consonant, vowel. I have two closed syllables. Napkin. And the reason why this is important is because a closed syllable has a short sound. Dentist. Dentist. Okay, let's look at this. Den. We have our consonant and our vowel. It's a closed syllable. Dentist. Okay, mitten. Mitten. I have my consonant and then my vowel, so it's closed syllable, and so is the next one, closed syllable, because my consonant is N. So mitten has two closed syllables, and it's I and E. Rabbit, rabbit. Break it in the middle. I have my consonant here, my vowel, so it's closed syllable. It says ra, consonant and vowel, closed syllable as well. Bit, and it's I, short vowel sound. Okay, picnic, picnic. Okay, break it apart. I have my consonant and vowel, closed syllable, I, pick. I have my consonant and vowel, closed syllable, I, nick, picnic. Okay. Okay, helping, helping. Okay. Divide it. And then even though we have two here, it's still a consonant and my vowel is short, so it's a closed syllable. It says helping. Oh, then I can go up here to dentist, and dentist, even though it has an ST, it's a closed syllable. Dentist, short sounds, closed syllables. Okay, my last one is down here, wishing, wishing. So I'm going to separate it before the ing. And I have my consonants, and then I have my vowel, and it says I, so it's a closed syllable, so it's a short vowel. I, wishing. Okay, really quickly, let's talk about the last slide. So we've been learning about nouns. A noun is a person, place, or thing. Now what you also need to understand is a noun can be a common noun or a proper noun. A common noun is any school. If I say I go to school, I didn't tell you the name. Common nouns are not capitalized. A proper noun has a name. So I could say the girl, that's common, I don't know which girl, or I could say Natalie, and that's a proper noun because that has a name. So I'm going to read this sentence and have you try to find the proper or common nouns. Okay, Bev gets Scott a snack. So first of all, I'd go, a noun is a person. So did we list people? We did. We listed Bev. Is Bev a name? Yes, it is. So that's a proper noun. PN, proper noun. And what's my other name? Scott. A good indicator of it being a proper noun is the capital. Okay, so this is a proper noun. A noun is a person, place. Did I list a place? No. And thing. Bev gets Scott a snack. My thing is a snack. Now, is snack capitalized? No. No capital. So this is a common noun. It could be any snack. It could be chips. It could be cookies. It could be cheese. Anything that you like to have for a snack. It doesn't really tell us. Okay, let's do one more. Remember, proper noun has a name, common noun doesn't. Here's our last sentence. Gramps lives at the top of Trent Hill. Okay, so let's sing our song. A noun is a person, place, or thing. So do we have a person? Yeah, we do. Gramps. Is Gramps a name? Yeah, because some of you might call your Gramps, Grandpa, Papa. Okay, so that's a name. So that's a proper noun. I'm going to put PN. Person, place, Gramp lives at the top of Trent Hill. Okay, this is the place, Trent Hill. And you'll notice Trent is capitalized and so is Hill, because that's the name. Trent Hill is the name. And we don't have a thing. So both of these last ones were proper nouns. They have capitals and they're names of things. Okay, everyone, I'll talk to you later. Bye.